This is one of our heritage irises. We've got a rather nice planting of this one in a bank with other irises. The variety is Jacquesiana Lemon. This particular iris dates from the late 17th century. As you can see, it's a prolific flower when it gets established. The growth is quite vigorous. Nice green uprights. Base is tinged with a purpley discoloration. And it's easy to divide and grow this one. Tolerant of really poor soil. You'll see the purple discoloration we talk about at the base of the leaves. And the rhizomes on the surface here. It's growing in a really gravelly, dry, hard-baked, poor soil. Try and dig through that and basically you just hit more gravel and bits of brick. But it absolutely loves it in this position. And the reward every May is this see-through bank of this gorgeous orangey gold iris with those beards of golden yellow tinged with that striation through the yellow down to that sort of purple edge of the flower. This is an absolutely beautiful iris. Doesn't like much in the way of competition, so this planting we've got a sedum in front of it which is Autumn Joy, which forms these beautiful balls. We've got them planted around 2 feet apart, and that will give us a little bit more colour in this border in autumn when these irises have all been cut back. It also means that there's very little in the way of competition within this border, so that the rhizomes can get baked by the sun. And this is a south facing border just with a little retaining wall behind it, but that's all it needs to really bake these on. Irises really benefit from being divided periodically every 2 to 3 years. The clump becomes quite crowded, and by lifting those rhizomes and dividing the growing ends and replanting them well, it gives you the opportunity to remove any diseased, damaged or dying elements of the rhizome, and the vigour of the plants are maintained in that way. There are probably 200 to 300 plants in this planting. It extends for about 15 feet, but believe it or not, this all came from a single clump that was discovered in the back of a border here. Dug up, moved to this position and sequentially divided and extended to form this beautiful big bank that gives us this effect. And looking through them onto the lawns with the azaleas behind, you see why we picked that colour combination in this position, just to lift that colour. It really works well. They stand nicely and give this quite short-lived but spectacular display in May.